Okay, we live. Everybody, welcome to another chat, coronavirus awareness chat. As always, we chat to people abroad from Paul that are in countries that are also currently on lockdown and, of course, struggling or suffering under the coronavirus lockdown. So today we are fortunate to have Laverne Swartz with us. Laverne is from Paul, and Laverne is currently in Shanghai, China. And I just wanted to find out a bit what is happening in China, what is happening in Shanghai. So, Miss Swartz, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And yourself?
All right, man. Tell me, why are we in Shanghai, China, and not in Paul?
Because I'm teaching here, I wanted to experience something new. And yeah, Shanghai is a great city to come to. It's very metropolitan. So yeah,
So, how long have you been in China?
almost a year. This coming Sunday will be a year.
Okay, cool. So, Laverne, yeah, I've been waiting to talk to you for quite some time because I'm super excited to find out how China, what's up in China. So, we of course know that's where the coronavirus originated. So, tell me a bit what is happening in China. What are your lockdown, where the situation now? Have you relaxed some of your restrictions, and how was it? Just give me some brief indication.
Okay, so it all started at the end of January, just as the Chinese New Year was starting. So we were planning going on holiday. Myself and my colleagues, we were like, okay, we're gonna travel a bit. And then we got the news that, okay, this is happening. At first, we were like, okay, we're not sure what this is. And we still plan to go, like, to go out. And then the evening, we decided, like, we just went online and followed the news. And it was so scary at first, like, no way, we are going to go out. So when it hit, it was basically, they said, like, lockdown. You have to be inside for at least 2 weeks. So that was the end of plan. So we've been in the situation for about 4 months now. We can go out now. The restrictions was basically like for a month. It was really strict. You couldn't go out. Basically, you had to wear a mask. We still wearing masks. Um, but it's yeah, we can go. All the places are open except the schools. So yeah, the schools are not open yet. We're still working from home and doing online teaching.
Okay, cool. So explain to me. So you say the end of January already, you guys were on lockdown. So, I mean, it's February, March, April, May, nearly finished. So 4 months. So after 4 months, how long were you guys on lockdown? And what were your rules when you were on lockdown? Did you have to stay indoors all the time? Could you also go to the shop certain hours? Did you have curfews? Because I mean, China's got a lot of people living. I mean, a billion
Mhm.
people living. So explain to me, how was the situation there?
Yeah, in Shanghai, we basically for 2 weeks you had to be indoors. The supermarket was open, so you could go. The mall, all the entries, there was only one entry, so you have to go in. You get scanned for the temperatures. You have to write in like to register your name, and then you can go in. But I mean, for the first 2 weeks, it was chaos. I've seen a couple of videos in other countries where there was no like supplies in the shops and food, the basic necessities. So it was the same here. Like bread, you couldn't find bread, and so so it was scary at first, but yeah, wear mask, and we also they said please wear like the surgery gloves,
Mm, mm.
um, and just yeah, keep your distance. So it was basically the same, but in my experience, it wasn't so like I've been listening and hearing and watching stuff that's happening in South Africa, like no smoking,
Mm,
no like no drinking, no alcohol. Like it was not the same here in Shanghai. So yeah, I think it was you all there was only one entry, and still at my apartment complex there's two gates, but only one gate. You can only come through to the main in the main entrance, and if you don't live here you need to sign in. I need to go get you downstairs. We all got this QR code scan that you registered. So you scan to say that you live in this building. So that's still
Wow.
going. That's still going on. And on your phone, you have this green card. So I think here by March, the places open, the restaurants open, so we could go out. But the same procedure, you need to scan, right, and register and scan. And wherever you go, and I think still now, you have to show your green card on your phone. So it's basically saying that you haven't been traveling around, you're good to go. You haven't been out of Shanghai. So I think that's how they keep tabs on us.
And tell me, so how far is Shanghai from Wuhan? I mean, more or less.
It's far. I don't know for
Okay.
sure. But on the east, I think we're on the east coast. Yeah, on the east side.
Okay.
So I think one is more in northern central
Yeah.
part of China. So it's a bit far.
Okay. And then explain to me something. So in China, what happens when you were under lockdown? What happened when you guys had symptoms of the coronavirus? Do they come to your house and then wrap you up and take you to the hospital? How does it work?
No, so they said so everything around here is Chinese, right? So you have to like at first just kind of translate all the notices that they put up around our complex, and as well just there's this Shanghai that's more for expats that lives here. So you can go on and see what's happening. And our school also provided us with, okay, if this happens, what do you need to do? So there is, I think, still some of the local community hospitals where I know the one around the corner here by me. So you can go there if you suspect that you have some symptoms, and then you can go get tested. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. And then how's your test? I mean, we had the test where they put it down your nostril all the way to the back of your brain. How does the Chinese test look?
I have no idea. I really have no
Okay,
idea.
okay. And then the other thing is, so when you were under lockdown and you broke any of the rules, what were you also just detained like here in South Africa? What were the rules there?
I have actually read there was an article of when at the beginning there was no one, like no one in the streets. It was, I mean, the city itself is a buzz. The CBD is a buzz. It was so quiet. Like there was some guy that made a short video and shared it. Like there was no one. I think the moment, and what stood out for me is the discipline of the Chinese people. Like
Mm.
the moment government said lockdown, it was like ghost town outside. Really, that stood out. So there was this one Australian lady that went out jogging, and then she was detained and sent back to Australia, and that was before all the other restrictions and traveling, and so she was just, yeah,
Sent back.
gone.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so you were under lockdown. So where are we now? So everything is back to normal.
Everything.
Do you have rules? Do you have rules now when you enter public spaces?
I think that still encourages us to keep like a fair amount of space
Mm.
between people, and also you need to wear a mask. I haven't, yeah, some people, they take the risk to go without the mask, but I think 98% of the people that I see around still
Mm.
wears a mask and stuff. So yeah, but traveling and everything else, like in Shanghai, oh, one of the restrictions is though that last week we had school holiday.
Mm.
And they said it's okay, you guys don't have to make the videos, but the education department just said that we can't be traveling out of Shanghai. So traveling around is still just, we still need to stay in the city, and we can't,
Okay.
travel.
Also explain. So we are in South Africa. We still in the middle space of when our schools are going to start. I think they said the 1st of June, but we haven't had a definite answer yet. What have your school started? Because I think I saw like a small clip of the boy coming to school with his mask, washing his hands, getting sanitized, everything. What's the process there at your guys' school?
Yes, the high schools opened, I think it was the end of April, the 27th. And then the middle school, some of the kids, they're starting this week, actually today, the 17th. I
Oh wow.
don't know what date it is. But I think they start this week. And on Friday, no, yesterday, Saturday morning, no, yesterday was Sunday, sorry. Saturday morning, they announced that the primary schools, so that's from grade 1 to 3, foundation phase, as we know in South Africa, they will open, um, they can open from the 2nd of June. But the government needs to come out to the school and just go through protocol. If everything is okay, um, they can open. That's for government schools and private schools. And the parents can decide if they want to leave their children at home. And we still need to do the online teaching. I don't know how that's going to work. Are they going to film our lessons in the classroom, so we don't have to do extra videos for the kids that is not coming to school? So still don't know how that's going to work. But if the parents decide not to send their children to school, that's okay. So we still need to send videos or upload videos on the platform for them. But yeah, I'm at like a kindergarten, nursery. So they are still, because they're younger, and we're still waiting on what our school will decide. But government said we can open from the 2nd of June.
Okay, cool. And then your schools more, so our public schools, we have about 40 plus children in the class. What is it like in China?
For 25,
Okay.
that's
All right.
but the public schools, I think they have more kids. They're also about 30 plus. Yeah.
Okay. And then, of course, so you guys are out of lockdown. Everything's back to normal. You just can't travel.
We just can't travel. And I'm not sure how government or how South Africa is going to handle the situation at schools, because we have protocol. Like, we have school nurses, and the kids there, we already had some training on, like, every morning the kids will come in, get their temperatures, wash their hands. And I think basically your whole day there's like sections where you need to go wash your hands and all of that. So I think for kids, I mean, that can be a bit scary. And for younger kids to now tell them that you can't be playing with your friends or keep a social distance.
Okay, wait, Laverne, I think we're just breaking up. I'll wait for you. Okay, sorry, Laverne just broke up there, but I'll just wait for it to return. Laverne, you there? Sorry, Laverne, you just broke up there.
Oh, sorry. I'm back. I said I must move closer to the router.
Oh, okay. The other thing is, here's a question from Leandra. So, of course, you guys were on lockdown from February. How long were your schools closed?
Since then, because it was the beginning of the New Year, Chinese New Year, which is like the festivity like we have back home, Christmas and all of that. So we've been closed since the holiday, end of January.
Wow. And of course, you've been doing homeschooling all this time.
Yes.
Okay. All right, madam. So when are we coming back to Paul? Or how are you keen to come back and visit?
My flight, I booked my flight last year already for the 4th of July. And unfortunately, unfortunately that I've learned the lesson to take out flight insurance, because they haven't gotten back to me. They said still pending on, obviously, if South Africa will allow me to come in and if I'm allowed to go out. So basically, I lost a lot of money.
Okay, but I mean, maybe by July it will be open and then you can come, or not? Don't you think so?
I don't think so, because I think China has now also restricted people from traveling or coming in from other countries. And then I have to be in quarantine when I come back, and it's just going to be too much.
Yeah, not worth it. Laverne, before we go, give you, of course, on the forefront of the coronavirus in China. give some of Paul's people some advice so we can contain this virus in Paul. I see we only in the Drakenstein area, we only have 2 deaths. Advice?
I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
No, I'm saying you're on the forefront of the coronavirus. Of course, it's in China. And we in Paul give us some advice on how to get rid of this virus or how to contain this virus in Paul. Currently we have 2 deaths in the Drakenstein area, so we're quite low down on the food chain. But give your Paul people some advice how to get rid of this virus.
I think it's just to stay indoors as much as possible and keep sane by just being with people. I mean, I've been alone this whole time.
Wow.
And at least some of y'all have family and friends around you. So I think there's nothing we can do. It's there. So just keep your social distance as much as you can. I think, and wash your hands. I mean, that's being like, wash your hands. It's something that even after this that we should continue doing, like more aware of our surroundings and just basically.
So, and tell me something, did you guys, when it was lockdown, did the government also give some of the businesses money so that they can pay the employees? I mean, did they get some assistance from government?
I think so, yes. I've heard from my Chinese colleagues.
Okay.
But I've also seen like a lot of businesses, small businesses around the area closed down. Like now when I walk, after we could now go out, whatever, I've seen a lot of businesses closed. I've heard some of my the people that I know that work here as teachers that lost their jobs. They have salary cuts and all of that. So it was really, it's a real thing, and it's impacted a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's probably the same worldwide. I think in South Africa also a lot of retrenchments, a lot of people losing their jobs. So yeah, let's just all hope everybody survives this lockdown. Yesterday I got such a big fright. We on day 53 or 54 of lockdown already. So yeah, hopefully they said level 3 will be the 1st of June. But Laverne, thank you so much for your time, and keep safe there in China and keep us updated of what's happening.
Thank you so much for the call. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meeting with the people back home.
All right, madam. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
There you have it, folks, all the way from China, Laverne Swartz. So yeah, please keep safe, look after yourself, and next time we'll chat to someone else from abroad. Goodbye.